Firdaus Pavri ji. He is currently the managing head of Gamadia Agyari in Fort Mumbai. Sir, you have 5 minutes.
Good evening, everyone. At the onset, let me thank the organizers for creating a platform dedicated to bringing hearts together in a meaningful and spiritual manner with a commitment to fostering faith-oriented connections and creating lifelong bonds. Tolerance is something that has sadly become an alien concept in today's contemporary world. The levels of impatience have soared to where things today happen at the touch of a fingertip. The jet age has taken people further apart rather than bringing them closer. At times like these, I can only think of one universal idea that can bridge this gap, and that is religion. As you would have probably guessed, I am a Parsi. I have schooled at the Don Bosco High School in Matunga, and my alma mater has always taught me that basically all religions have the same tenets. It is man who has divided faith into independent pockets. Eons ago, perhaps millions and millions of years ago, Shrishti, Kainat, the universe was born. God made his beautiful creations, and then God created man to enjoy these beautiful creations. Presently, from all the plants, animals, and birds, he chose to bless his greatest creation, that is man, us, with the power to think, to feel, to act rationally. Oh yes, we are his prized creations. But what have we done? We are at each other's throats all the time. We fight over pieces of land, over pieces of gold, over oil. Look at nature. Has any animal species ever caused extinction for the other? But look at us. We are a threat to our own brethren. Bloodthirsty, power-hungry monsters we have become. We have forgotten the value of life and to live and let live. I hail from one of the oldest religions in this world, the Zoroastrianism. Our prophet Zarathustra has given us 3 simple principles, that is Humata, Hukta, and Huvarashta, which basically means good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. They are the easiest, yet the most profound and towering concepts upon which the very core of humanity is based. Follow them, and you will never falter. Heed the path of righteousness, and you will never take an immoral step. A real preacher will always teach you to know your inner self, and will thus take you nearer to God. We are peace-loving people, and a community that has been able to laugh at themselves to bring a smile to all of others. In the contemporary cosmopolitan society that we live in Mumbai, we are sadly living in contempt rather than in peaceful coexistence. Everyone has the right to live without fear and isolation, physical violence and religious intolerance can cause. And so there should be no discrimination based on religious beliefs and practices. Utmost caution should be taken by all of us to not hurt the religious sentiments of our other neighbors while celebrating our festivals. Come rain or sunshine, whether it is a deluge or a drought, a terror attack or a bomb blast, the spirit of Mumbai and the grit of its people has always been exemplary. And this comes from the common thread of faith that they have in the greatest religion of all, and that is humanity. So teach our children to love one another, not just one particular god or goddess, because loving and serving your fellow men is the greatest service you can render to any god. Loving gods means doing good deeds. That would make God love you. If you serve the Lord's greatest creation, that is all other human beings, and then in turn you are serving Him. So how does the senseless killing of one another make any religious sense? How can we justify murder in the name of religion? We must stop. This should change in every house of God. Be it a church, a temple, a mosque, a dargah, a gurudwara, a synagogue, a monastery or an agyari. Unless we begin to preach tolerance to our people and spread love for one another, we will have no one and nothing to defend. Encourage interactions among different faiths like this meeting here today. Let there be iftar party in a temple. Let there be langar in a mosque. Let the festival of Holi be celebrated in a church, and let Eid be celebrated in a gurudwara. If you do not do this for your children, what will you teach them to do for themselves? What will make them successful human beings? Real beauty is not what eyes can behold, but what the heart can hold. But what we see with our eyes will vanish one day. But what we store in our hearts will stay forever. I would like to conclude. Look at the mighty river. It always flows and keeps on generously giving her water to all that cross her path. But her waters never decrease. Follow the simple mantra of good thoughts, good words, and good deeds, and then experience for yourself the flow of wealth will never decrease. Such is the miracle of God. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And with this good thought, good work, and good deed, we go to the next speaker.